Decimals and percents. The objectives in this lesson are 1. To identify place value in a decimal, 2. To compare the size of decimals, and 3. To round decimals to a specified decimal place. A decimal fraction is a fraction whose denominator is a power of 10. Examples are 37 hundredths and 9 thousandths. A couple other examples might be 7 tenths, because 10 is a power of 10, or 119 10,000ths, because 10,000 is also a power of 10. Place value is very important. The place values are listed below. Make sure you know the place values to the millionths place. Notice the place values to the right of the decimal point, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths, all end with THS. Name the place value of the given digit. We're given the number 32 and 8,974 10,000ths. Notice the digit 8 is in the tenths place. The digit 4 is in the 10,000ths place. The digit 9 is in the hundredths place. The digit 7 is in the thousandths place. To compare the size of decimals, 1. Add zeros as needed so that all the decimal numbers have the same number of digits behind the decimal point. 2. Ignore the decimal point and compare the digits as if they were whole numbers. Use less than, greater than, or equal to compare the size of decimals. In the first example, we're given the number 6 tenths and the number 32 hundredths. We'll place a 0 behind the 6 so that our numbers contain the same number of digits. Since 60 is greater than 32, that lets us know that 6 tenths is greater than 32 hundredths. In the second example, 3 and 104 thousandths, we're comparing it to 3 and 12 hundredths. We'll place a 0 behind the 2. Now, ignoring the decimal point, notice the number 3,104 is less than 3,120. So we know that 3 and 104 thousandths is less than 3 and 12 hundredths. Use less than, greater than, or equal to compare the size of decimals. For our first example, we're comparing 85 hundredths with 857 thousandths. We'll place a 0 behind the 5. Now, ignoring the decimal point, since 850 is smaller than 857, we know that 85 hundredths is less than 857 thousandths. Our second example, we're comparing 7 and 3 hundredths with 7 and 326 10,000ths. We'll place 2 digits behind the 3. Now ignore the decimal point. 70,300 is less than 70,326, so we know that 7 and 3 hundredths is less than 7 and 326 10,000ths. And for our final example, we're comparing 2 and 6 tenths with 2 and 600 thousandths. We'll place 2 zeros behind the 6. Ignore the decimal point. Notice 2,600 is equal to 2,600. So we know that 2 6/10 is equal to 2 600 thousandths. To round decimals to a specified decimal place, 1. Locate the digit to the right of the given place value digit. 2. If that digit is 5 or greater, add 1 to the place value digit and drop all other digits to the right. 3. If that digit is less than 5, the place value digit remains the same and you drop all other digits to the right. Round to the given place value. In the first example, we're rounding to the thousandths place, so we'll locate the digit that's in the thousandths place, the 6. Look at the digit to the right of the 6. Since 7 is 5 or greater, we'll round the 6 to a 7. So this will round to 2 357 thousandths. In the second example, we're rounding to the nearest tenths place. Notice we have 0 as our digit in the tenths place. Look at the digit to the right of the 0. Since that is a 2, we know our 0 is going to remain the same, so our number will round to 0.0. Round to the given place value. In the first example, we're rounding to the hundredths place. The 9 is in the hundredths place. Look at the digit to the right, which is an 8. Since 8 is 5 or greater, that means we need to round the 9 to a 10. So our new number will be 4.30. Notice that since we're rounding to the hundredth spot, we have to have the digit 0 in the hundredth spot. In the next example, we're rounding to the thousandths place. The 7 is in the thousandths place. Look at the digit to the right. Since 4 is smaller than 5, our 7 will remain the same, and this number will round to 12 87 thousandths. Round to the given place value. In the first example, we're rounding to the tenths place. Notice we have the digit 0 in the tenths place. Look at the number to the right. Since 9 is 5 or greater, our 0 will round to a 1, so this number will round to 1/10. In the second example, we're rounding to the ones place. The 6 is in the ones place. Look next door. Since 7 is 5 or greater, we'll round this number to 7. Review of lesson objectives. After completing this lesson, you should be able to 1. Identify place value in a decimal, 2. Compare the size of decimals, and 3. Round decimals to a specified decimal place.